As taxpayers, we all foot the bill when people stay locked up simply because they can't afford to post bond. At least half of Michigan's 20,000 or so jail beds are filled with people who haven't been proven guilty, but are serving time just the same. Tonight, Target 8 investigator Susan Samples examines a new push to release low to medium risk inmates back out into the community pending trial.
You might be tempted to say lock them all up, but we don't have enough jail space or tax dollars to house every single person charged with a crime. Bail reform advocates think they know how to release people into the community before trial. But these are felony cases, tough calls with high stakes.
You needed $1,000 to get out.
Yeah.
You had not been convicted.
No.
Angel Pierce had been locked up for more than 2 months, charged with dealing crack in Grand Rapids, waiting for his day in court.
I don't know, it's like people are wasting away in there.
What Pierce didn't know as the 18-year-old sat in Kent County's jail, someone on the outside was pushing for his release pending trial.
We do identify people that we think should be released from jail.
Kent County Pretrial Services uses a research-proven risk assessment to calculate if a defendant poses a public safety or flight risk. Pretrial investigators plug in 8 preset factors, like charge type, history of violence, court no-shows, employment, length at current address. If defendants score low or medium risk, pretrial will likely recommend release on personal recognizance, meaning no cash up front required. Though there are often bond conditions like wearing a tether or drug testing.
We're focusing our efforts on the risk assessment tool that is evidence-based. How a judge sets a bond or magistrate is entirely up to the judge or magistrate.
And that's the rub. Not all West Michigan judges are on board with no money bail.
I think there are places where there are old habits that are ready to be looked at.
State Supreme Court Justice Bridget Mary McCormick heads a work group looking at bail reform for Michigan. Nationally, a bipartisan bill in Congress would push states to stop using financial bail, offering states grant money if they do so. The bill calls money bail ineffective at protecting public safety, citing research that showed nearly half of high-risk defendants are allowed to return to the community simply because they could afford to pay money bail. Other studies have shown that for low-risk people, pretrial detention makes it more likely they'll commit new crimes after being stuck in jail, unable to post bond.
We might, as taxpayers, rather have them continue to go to their job and pay their child support and pay their rent.
The judges, you're going to find a variety of bond setting.
We don't have crystal balls.
Target 8 sat down with judges in 2 Kent County courts.
It is a call. I mean, people are making these calls, judges are making these calls the best that they can.
And you'll get some where the bonds are much lower, and you'll get some where the bonds are much higher. And for similar cases.
So far this year, Kent County district judges have agreed with pretrial's recommendation about half the time, releasing inmates without requiring cash in 53% of cases.
I'd say that's the majority of the cases where I disagree with them and don't go along with their recommendations. I feel more of a concern for the safety to the public.
The fact of the matter is, I don't want somebody out there saying Judge Timmers or Judge Cortez or any other judges in the county let a violent offender out only to do it again.
So you end up, well, why is this person out?
Kent County prosecutor Chris Becker pointed to a recent example, a 14-year-old charged with the Cabela's gun heist. Becker says the teen posted $150 to get out of juvie and promptly stole a car and more guns.
And these are kids who are right there, who have just been arrested, went through the whole system, and now are just didn't faze them. They're out committing more offenses.
But in a 2016 memo, the state court administrator's office reminded judges that under Michigan court rules, they must order pretrial release on personal recognizance unless there's a reasonable risk the defendant wouldn't show up or would pose a public danger.
Are you a danger to the community?
I mean, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I just really focus on myself. That's it. So no.
Despite a prior weapons-related charge in juvie court, Angel Pierce scored low risk. But the judge wouldn't let him out unless he posted money. 2 months later, when Pierce's case moved to circuit court, pretrial services argued for his release to a new judge and got it. Still, Tim Boheis of pretrial services says the bail reform effort in Michigan has a ways to go.
I think we're making some progress. To say we're behind, I'd say yes, we are behind.
We'll track the progress of a bill set to be introduced in the state legislature aimed at reforming cash bail. I'm Target 8 investigator Susan Samples.